neutral in there, so hold that line and you're gonna come forward again. Try not to stop.
Okay. Why didn't you say that in the first place? Yeah, that too.
Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back. I'm glad you're here. Have you ever wanted to take your Jeep, your 4Runner, your Land Rover, whatever it is that you drive off-road because that's what it's built to do? Well, you know, I can understand because I drive a 4Runner. I've been wanting to take my truck off-road for a long time, but because I really don't know what I'm doing and I don't want to crash and break something, and I definitely don't want to die, I thought maybe it's a good idea to join with a group of guys that actually know what they're doing. I've always wanted to do this, but since I don't want to do this, I decided to do this before I did this. Now to be clear, I'm not going to be driving tomorrow, I'm going to be there to learn. I'm going to be joining the guys at LFD Off-Road tomorrow for a driving event over at Uwharrie National Forest here in North Carolina. I'll put a link to their website in the description below. They have awesome products for all different kinds of Toyotas, so definitely check them out. In today's video, I'm going to talk about the 5 things that I learned at the event that I'm going to tomorrow, so stick around. All right, we are getting ready and packed up for the drive over to Uwharrie this morning. It has been pouring here in Charlotte. I mean, pouring for like the last 2 weeks, just on and off. So everything is so muddy. So I wasn't really sure what to bring as far as footwear. So I just grabbed my Arc'teryx hiking boots. They're waterproof. They're pretty awesome. I'm not gonna lie, I got them at a store that was going out of business. I wouldn't normally pay that much money for a pair of shoes, but they were heavily marked down. And my other option are these bad boys. Look at these guys. Not only are they fashionable, they're waterproof. And so I'm bringing the galoshes. And truth be told, I actually got those for free. Yeah, I bought so many envelopes for my business. The company threw in a free gift, and I got big old rain boots. And I actually love them. I wear them more often than you'd think. So I've got both pairs. We'll see what we're gonna need today.
Okay, keep wheel spin to a minimum. Make sure you're aired down.
Coming in at number 1, I would recommend that you attend an off-roading event and do a ride-along. There is no better way to learn than by watching someone who's experienced. There was so much terminology I'd never even heard before. It would have been a disaster if during my first drive a spotter was yelling, "Skinny pedal it!" What the heck does skinny pedal even mean? Lots of terminology I don't know too. Skinny pedal, don't know what that means.
Throttle.
Skinny pedal, just give it full gas?
Give her the beans.
Okay, got it. Item number 2. Buy the correct vehicle that you can afford and that you're okay with braking. Obviously, 4-wheel drive is virtually a must. It's common to see Tacomas, 4Runners, FJ Cruisers, and Land Cruisers. You'll even see the occasional Lexus out there. Jeep Wranglers and Cherokees are very common. Sometimes you'll see Land Rovers, and even sometimes you'll see an older Bronco, Scout, things like that. You're probably not going to see a Hyundai Santa Fe out here, and for good reason.
I am airing down so they have more traction in the mud.
Awesome. What pressure do you run at?
For today, since it's really muddy, I'm going to go down to like 14 or 15.
14. Item number 3. While at said event, ask a lot of questions. Pick people's brains. I spoke with a lot of people and everyone was very gracious to pass along a nugget of wisdom that they've learned over the years. Everyone was really appreciative too that I was asking questions before just jumping in. You can ask them things like, what was the most important lesson you learned? What are some of the upgrades you'd recommend? What would you tell yourself knowing what you know now?
Overland experts. Yeah, I'm an instructor with Overland experts. I have been.
What would you say the top, I don't know, 3, 4, 5 things are for someone that wants to get into off-roading, overlanding? What would you, other than a 4-wheel drive vehicle, what would you start with as an upgrade?
Well, first of all, I put some more stock. A lot of people kind of skip over the actual driving. No, but whiskey, you know him. Skip over the driving technique and they skip right to the gear and stuff. It's fun to build the vehicles.
Yeah.
But I encourage people a lot of times to learn with what they have, and then they'll have a better idea of what they do actually want or need to upgrade.
Item number 4. Be realistic about what you're willing and not willing to do. Is this the truck that you're going to use as your daily driver? What happens if it breaks? How do I get out of here if it does break? All those kinds of things. You probably will break something over time. You got to ask yourself, do I want to do things that are just challenging but doable, or something very challenging and requiring lots of specialized equipment and runs the risk of real damage? Coming in at number 5. Even though you're in your truck driving, this is definitely a social event that's all about the adventure, the fun, and the camaraderie. When I arrived in the morning, everyone was out there chatting, having donuts and coffee, even though I don't think anybody really knew each other. They had lunch together, and families were out there spending time together. It was certainly an event about driving and enjoying the outdoors, but there's a huge social element to it as well. I'd recommend checking one out if you have the time